Hello. Oh, you guys are typing. Hello. Welcome everybody to the podcast. Welcome to the Carolina Smashcast. Today we have a incredibly special guest. We have Peab, the goat, the one and only. Um, Welcome to the podcast.
Hi, hello.
So,
His formal title is the phenomenal Peabnut Bubber.
where'd the bubber come in?
Um,
That's my
I
last name.
Oh, I did not know that. I don't know your actual name. I just know Peab. Okay. Well, so we're gonna start out with Riptide. Riptide was you had an incredible run. You placed much higher than your seed. I think you were seeded 13th, I believe. You placed second.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Incredible run. Very entertaining to watch. The specifically the matches that you ended up having in your bracket were matches that I wanted to see, which was really fun. We had it. We actually had it your run up at the USC Weekly. There's a big projector in the room, and we just had that on the entire time while we were playing.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously you had some really interesting wins. You made a run. You starting out really in top 48 with Linus into Zanotto. You also got wins over Suarez, Grape, um, and then going in you got the Jake win and also the Zomba win. Insane run. I'm curious, how do you feel about your run? How do you feel you did?
Going into Riptide, I had never top eighted a major before. My best placement at a major was 13th, which I got just a few months ago at CEO,
Mm-hmm.
and I was prepping to make top 8. I wasn't thinking anything past that, but once I got top 8, the ball just kept on rolling, and the amount of prep that I did was um, I guess because of what I did, um, it was deserving of that second place. If you ask Hobbit Kevin, I roomed with him on like Friday and Saturday night, and he'll tell you that I studied the whole night, um, from when I got into the room to sleep time, and that was just for like Suarez, because I wasn't expecting to play Suarez. He had upset Ned, so I needed to put in the prep time for him, and um, it, so I had already put in prep for Ned and Zenodo and other people before the tournament started because I was seeded to play them. But whenever an unexpected outcome uh, like this happens with Suarez upsetting someone or anything else happening, I need to put in whatever time I have during the event to prep for that person as well.
And for you, what going into it, you know, pre Riptide as well as at Riptide when you're learning about these upsets, what sort of prep do you personally do the most in terms of getting ready for a set?
VOD review.
Okay.
I look at the character and I look at the person, the player,
Hmm.
and I just take note of their habits and how I would go about playing the matchup if I'm not already familiar with it and stuff like that.
Oh, go ahead.
Uh, you did play Zamba in losers finals.
Hmm.
Um, I assume you did prep for that while you had,
Yes.
whatever bit of time you had.
Hmm.
Um, obviously, you can look at like character specific gameplay things and then player specific gameplay stuff. What do you think? What aspects of what you looked at do you think helped you the most for that one in particular?
I so I actually didn't do too much study for Zamba, but I did play Zamba in like a friendly best of 5, uh, because on Friday there weren't any singles to be played. It was just like doubles and squad strike day on Friday, and I managed to get a hold of Zamba for a friendly set because I had a Rob in my pool, and I wanted Zamba to help me with that. And
Definitely one of the best to get the practice on. Yeah.
and he beat me 3-1 in that set. And he told me that everything that I was doing was correct. I just got cheesed a couple times. And then in bracket, I just didn't get cheesed.
Good tactic.
That's a good strat. Yeah.
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 So I was wondering, out of all of the sets that you played, what was your like favorite? Like, do you have a favorite? Like the most fun you had?
The two top 8 sets,
Mhm.
or the two top 8 set wins, Jake and Zamba, are the sets I'm most proud of for sure. And they were the most fun. You can tell how comfortable I am during those sets.
Yeah.
It was. I
I'll
felt.
say.
I just felt really good playing those two.
The hand. Oh, you can't see it, but the hand thing that was so fucking funny.
Hmm That was pure muscle memory.
That's awesome.
What was going through your head when you did that? Was
Yeah.
Nothing. Like right after it, if you look again, right after it, I'm back into the game like nothing happened.
Mm-hmm. Stoic, like nothing happened. Like it was like a
It's true.
in like sleeper mode turned off for a second, turned back on. Okay, so lots of VOD review, and I like how you break down how you look at the player and the character. I think I need to start doing that a lot more when I do prep. I don't prep tons because I don't go to massive tournament. Like Rock the Hill was my biggest tournament to date. It was also my first regional. Um, and so I tried to prep for that, but my bracket kept changing. And my round one, they had no VODs and they had no PG stats account, nothing. I could not find them, so I went into that absolutely blind, and it turns out it was a Yoshi. So that was a fun set. Uh, but yeah, I think I'm definitely gonna take that. Anytime I talk to the two interactions I've had with you now, Peeb, have been amazing for learning the game, and I've heard that from everybody else in the scene. You just
That's good to hear.
you spew knowledge.
Cool.
now, speaking of Rock the Hill,
Mhm.
uh, Pete, this is the first in-region tournament loss since I believe it is best of the Nest 3 in 2019.
hmm
Um, just a lot of winning in South Carolina.
Yeah.
um, what's been I don't know. I guess what's been your perception of your own local scene versus going to bigger events just
Um,
over the years?
my region's getting good, which is great. Um, I want to be slapped around a little bit sometimes, so I'm not too bummed about losing yesterday.
What a baller
The
statement.
the
I know that in the car ride home from Rock the Hill, um, it was kind of thrown out that yeah he lost the tournament, but I think part of him is probably glad that he
Yeah.
finally dropped a tournament,
Mhm.
eventually. And
Mhm.
not to pray for your downfall, but hopefully it starts happening more often.
Yeah. These players, No Tag, Luki, Disciple, uh, whoever takes a set off me, it's because they prepped harder than I did, and that's a wake up call for me. I need to take things a little bit more seriously in my region if I want to continue winning, and um, that's why I lost yesterday.
I want to see No Tag and Disciple travel more. I know Disciple does, No Tag travels a bit, but I want to see Disciple go to a major. I think that would be a sick run.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Did you, Peep? Did you have to play Chugs at all?
Yeah,
Yes.
I played them in winners finals. No, winners semis.
Okay.
Yes.
I
I
wasn't sure if he
actually
had run into your. Go ahead.
I can't remember if this was a joke or not, but do you and Chugs practice a lot, or was that just Chugs saying that?
We don't practice per se, but
Mhm.
we've both been playing quick play and we've been seeing each other on quick play.
Oh,
That's
okay.
funny.
That's pretty funny. All right.
And he comes on to quick play with different tags, so I never know it's him until he DMs me on Twitter like, "Hey,
That's
hey,
funny.
nice 1-1, bro. You didn't finish the set." And
That's
And
funny.
Oh.
I'm leaving the sets, Chugs, because you're fucking mashing, and I don't want to.
What does Chugs
It's
play?
so
I've never met
he
Chugs.
he plays hero.
Oh, yeah.
Hmm
Um,
He's good. He's good.
an interesting question that I want to follow up on that is, so you were talking about quick play. Do you use quick play a lot as practice for yourself, or is it more of just like a just I want to play Smash and I don't have anyone around me?
I've been using it only recently for practice, and it's because Onin said he won SmashCon off of just playing quick play.
Quick play, yeah. I saw that interview.
So and hey, I got second at Riptide off of playing quick play. So
True.
it seems like there's a correlation here.
Wi-Fi haters
Matt,
might be on the decline.
Yeah, so a follow-up question, and this is honestly just for personal sense. How would you best recommend using Wi-Fi as practice for a character that does not do well on Wi-Fi and is hurt by it?
mm, go in and practice people. You can just go in and play an average Joe on quick play, and you can like start to come up with basic ideas of like what average Joes like to pick in what scenarios, and you can take advantage of that when it comes time in bracket. So, like for instance, Mercury, you played against an average Joe round one, a Yoshi. Um, you had no VODs to look at, no stats, no nothing. You may have gotten somewhat of an idea of like what the average Joe likes to play like if you spent more time on quick play. I don't know how much time you spend on quick play right now, but that's kind of my idea going on.
Okay, I like that. Yeah, I don't get many Yoshis when I play quick play, and recently in the past year I've strayed away from playing Joker on quick play just because it can be a bit of a nightmare at times. So I
Mhm.
usually play Rob, and so but yeah, I can still obtain that information by playing Rob. So interesting way to look at it. I like that.
Mhm.
You guys have any questions before I move
Uh,
on?
I don't want to move off of Rock the Hill just yet because I think for sure I kind of want to talk about Crocksucker
Oh, I thought we were
because
still on
that.
Riptide.
Oh, are we on Riptide? I've
I
heard
thought we were
Rock the.
we're going in between now, but
We're
yeah,
bouncing in
we're yeah.
between, but I'm gonna throw this one out here real quick. Crocksucker did fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm really jealous, but I'm gonna say that is some sort of poetic justice because every tournament, almost every tournament that I've been at with him, uh, him and Red Lemonade, practice partners, have had to fight to like
Like losers round
continue.
two.
Yeah,
It's
losers
like,
round two, winners round one is literally it's poetic justice, I think.
shout out to this most recent CSS where they some people were registering, seating got shuffled around, and then Crockett Red Lemonade had to play round one.
round one, round one.
That's awful. I wasn't
Yeah,
there. I didn't know about that.
I turned around immediately and I was like, no, change that right
Right
now.
now, yeah.
So,
I didn't realize Croc went on a run. Top eight.
13th.
yeah, 13th. I'd pull up some names, but what I do know is Fantasia was one of them,
I
one of
like
the
it.
wins. Then
Frappe as
Prom
well.
Queen and Frappe. That's
Nice.
crazy. That is crazy.
Prom
I
Queen,
mean,
Frappe, and then lost 3-2 against Evil Chris.
oh, that
Ooh,
too.
game 5 versus
Yeah,
Game
Chris.
game
five.
5
5,
versus
and
Chris.
Chris had to reverse 3-0 to win that set.
That's
Damn.
what I heard. That's what I heard.
That's cool. Whenever I play um versus Cam or Crocsucker, it's I can tell he's pretty good. It may be a bad matchup, Mega Man K Rule, but I can still tell it's there, right? He's getting better, so it's good to see that run.
Yo, flashback to last podcast when I said that I could see Crocsucker top 8ing at either CSS or Rock the Hill. I'm kind of a
It,
visionary.
it could come up. And another thing I want to say, is that it's good to see Crocsucker still like playing and getting a performance like this, and lately just getting the performances he's been getting. Uh, I remember reading his Twitter. I'd say about maybe a year ago, maybe like over half a year ago. Uh, like he wasn't too positive with K. Rule. Like I don't know, just some sort of mentality where he was like, "Ah, this game's kicking my butt. K. Rule's not doing what I want him to." But he was able to take that and mold it into what he wanted, and just started kicking ass. And you just got to respect that. So
Absolutely. Yeah. K. Rool's a weird character because like he loses to the majority of the cast, but then like simultaneously he can do so much to the that half of the cast still. Like he might lose, but if you play him perfectly, he's insane. And it's very scary because armor on everything.
He wins the mental game.
Yeah, yeah,
I hate getting
absolutely.
clapped.
Yeah. You lose one stock to something, some reverse crown into up air, and you've lost all your patience and you're mildly tilted, and then you lose.
I mean, who would have thought we'd see K. Rool getting good results? Not just in regions, but like
Oh yeah,
in
and
general, this late in Ultimate.
yeah,
Um,
'cause there's
who
one
was it that
there's
just
top
beat Ling
24 at
recently?
Riptide, right? There was a K rule on top 24 at Riptide, I believe. Or
Um, Whenever I'm in bracket, I don't look at other parts of bracket, so I don't know what went on. Like I missed out on like a lot of banger sets apparently. Like I didn't get to watch Zamba versus Apollo Kage, which was like some like game 5 last stock shenanigans.
I think it was,
Um,
yeah.
I didn't see anything from Rock the Hill other than what was happening in front of me during my bracket. Um, so yeah, I missed out on a lot. I don't know if there was a K rule in top 24 of Riptide.
I'm looking. Yoshi. There. Oh wait, yeah, I'm on the right one. I pulled up all of the brackets. I don't see it. Damn, maybe not. Maybe I'm stupid. There was a top
Maybe
24K. There was a top 24K rule at a major. I don't remember if it was Riptide or if it was Mashcon. I could be mixing up my majors.
The first name that would come to mind for that is Kirby Kid.
for
It
sure.
wasn't Kirby Kid. That was the notable part, that it wasn't Kirby
Yeah,
Kid.
I know there's another K. Rool that beat Ling recently.
Yeah,
Brujo.
Brujo, that was it.
Yep, Brujo at Shine. I remember now.
Yep.
it was at Shine. Yeah, I forgot about Shine. Yeah, that was it's interesting that we're getting, because yeah, Kirby Kid makes that character look at least mid tier. um and yeah, it's cool to see K rules. Okay.
Oh yeah. All right. Quick tangent,
Go
because
for
I
it.
asked this question around a lot yesterday, and I got some different answers.
Your orangutan
And so I'm
question.
just gonna, yeah, I think you're the question. I'm gonna ask it on the air. This is for Wormadat. I don't know if I asked you this question, so I'm gonna ask you directly, and then we'll hear answers from kind of everybody. Here's the hypothetical. It's Evo 2023. You are in grand finals against MK Leo. Game
Okay.
5. It is game 5. It's at any point at game 5. First stock just started, last stock, whatever you want. Somebody pantses you in the middle of game 5. Are you pulling your pants up before or after the game is over?
After.
After the game is over.
After.
Are you kidding me? I'm letting that shit rock.
Yeah, after.
There's no way MKLA was gonna like look over and be like, "Oh, dude, you should just pull up your pants." No, he's gonna be out to get me. He's gonna take any opportunity. This is game 5 we're talking about. Last stock. He does not want this loss.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
keeping my
I'm
damn pants down.
I'm assuming this is game 5, and Leo probably is coming from winners, statistically speaking. So this is a reset in my mind. He's probably Joker if it's game 5 reset. He's pulled out the Joker. I don't want to fucking pull my pants up against the game 5 Joker.
Just
Oh,
Pochu, you clarified something yesterday, but you didn't mention it here. Uh, I believe someone asked you if when in this hypothetical you get pantsed, does that include the underwear?
Oh, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
Wait,
Does
wait.
the answer change if it includes underwear?
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no, but I'm probably not coming back to the community afterwards.
A, I don't know. I would say no, and like in my head, I'm like, oh, I could like cross my legs or something. Like I don't care if someone sees my ass. I don't care if someone sees my ass, but okay, yeah, no, yeah, that does make it a lot more complicated. I didn't think about underwear because in my head, pantsing is just the pants, not the underwear.
What was
In
really
fact,
funny? What was really funny is I went around asking that question to a lot of people, and and then we saw it live.
Wait,
It
what?
happened.
What?
Just check Twitter if you know, you know. But
Oh, that's terrible. That wasn't a pantser.
that
Um,
was different.
Yeah, that was different. I remember no hate to the person who it was. It was happenstance. But I said, Charlie, you want to see something? And he goes, sure. And I go, look towards Stripe. And he walks towards it and just turns around
It was like,
and he
oh,
goes, oh.
Oh, I see what you mean. I see what you mean.
um,
Oh.
Shout out to
good
Blakers
hypothetical.
for making that for
yeah, for the
making
caption.
for the caption. Um, but yeah. So overall, a question that I wanted to ask is, did you do any prep for Rock the Hill?
I did it like on the trip there,
Mm-hmm.
like the night before and during the tournament. But
Okay.
obviously not enough.
And so I assume No Tag was on your list of players to prep for. Um, I would say regionals, you know, like Rock the Hill, are probably going to be a little more volatile as far as who might show up in your path.
Hmm.
Um, do you think that affects your prep at all, or do you just prep for what's projected to happen, and then as soon as something changes, you kind of gotta be
I,
flexible the day of?
I pretty much just prepped for what my projected was. Like I really didn't put in as much effort as I should have. I just looked at my projected. My projected was actually the top 3 of North Carolina in a row. It was Jigs into Sen into Regalo, and I prepped
Yeah.
for those 3, and then I ended up playing none of them. So
Yeah.
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 Who did you play instead?
Um, actually, wait, I did play Jigs.
Yeah, it was Frap into Jigs into Chugs.
Mhm. Yeah, the Jigs prep went well. And then Chugs, I just kind of had an idea off of quick play.
That's so funny.
And yeah. um, and then Frap took game 1 versus me.
Mhm.
So then I had to adapt mid set. And then that went well. Very well. And then I won in winners versus no tag.
Mhm.
And then when it came time for losers, like I could tell in the winner set that he had prepped for me. So already I'm playing at a disadvantage, but I still won game 5 in winners, and then we went like 9 games in losers, and I lost.
Yep.
So yeah, he did more prep. Kudos to him.
Yeah, it was a good run on his part. It was a very good run. That double back air into fair combo, like I remember sitting with Blakers and just kind of popping off for that one because that was sick to watch. No offense, Peab, but um, but yeah. Also, can I just say having Smash on a jumbotron is hype as fuck. That was so cool.
That was cool.
I've never been to a regional, so I've never seen that. But I don't know. Is this is the first Rock the Hill, right? Like first big Winthrop
The
regional.
inaugural. Yep.
Okay, it's gonna happen next year, right? Or allegedly.
We'll see.
Okay, I don't know. I didn't know if it had already been confirmed or not.
CJ and the gang always have something nice planned for us. They're always looking out.
True. Shout
Yep.
out to CJ for such a good tournament. This was an awesome tournament. I had a great time. Met a lot of cool people.
But yeah, for sure. I think CJ definitely deserves to be able to put on something like this. And I know Winthrop kind of has their eyes on him more now, trying to do do more stuff, bigger scale. I know there are some bigger scale plans coming up, but I'm not gonna
No spoilers. No
show
spoilers.
CJ's hands. Yeah.
But yeah. Okay. Let's see. So, Pete, moving on to
Mhm.
like more general broad topics. Do you have any like specific goals like for the wide range of Smash that you want to achieve in this, upcoming season or next year? And also, a little side question of that, do you have any specific players that you want to play and have, a win over and like get or even just get experience against?
My goal is to continue replicating that Riptide run. I want to be consistently top 8ing majors. I've had wider goals such as like become the best Mega Man and top 8 a major. Um, both of those, I think now I finally feel like I am representative of, uh, I guess being the best Mega Man. It was like in question until Riptide, and then I showed myself. I proved to myself that I could do great. Um, great things. So I finally feel okay with saying I'm currently the best Mega Man. Um, and I not only top 8'd a major to reach my goal, but I went into grands for it. So that feels good too. So the goal is consistency. That is the new goal. Consistently put on a show like that is my goal.
Do you have a plan to go to find that consistency?
Yeah, I'm gonna study everyone.
So ominous. I'm studying
You,
everyone.
you know the age-old question: who would win, Superman or Batman with prep time?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I'm a firm believer in prep time.
Okay, but like also Batman totally loses because like even with prep time it's Superman. Just saying.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I get what you're
yeah.
saying. But in this
The
hypothetical,
good thing about playing Smash Brothers is your opponents can't fly straight through you at Mach
true.
12
Yeah,
and kill you in an instant.
that's safe for multiverses.
That is true.
Yeah, but Batman has pocket sand, but the sand is actually crushed up
Yeah,
kryptonite.
it's actually
True.
stars from the other side of the
Or any of
galaxy cluster.
the variations of kryptonite. Do you know there were some very like I won't go into them because YouTube. But there were if you go back like far enough into the comics like the 80s and 90s, there's some really fucked up versions of kryptonite. Like look up pink kryptonite when you're done with this. It's not cool.
That sounds like blue waffle.
It's
Oh.
not as disgusting, but also can I just say completely not Smash related. I'm so pissed. If you Google blue waffle now, it is not what we all experienced. It shows you an actual blue waffle. They changed it. We cannot scar the next generation. I'm mad.
Ah.
I'm gonna just take your word for it.
No, Charlie.
This is an elaborate bait.
No, it's not. It's not. I swear to
Yeah.
God.
Have my breakfast ready and everything.
Yeah, Charlie. Look up Tub Girl. Go look it up right now.
No, no,
Yeah, he already has.
you're not scarring me again. I've been through it all.
Oh, who got you? Who got you with Tub Girl? That sounds like a USC player did that to you.
No. Just friends in general.
Okay. Okay. That's what I remember my earliest memory of getting got when it came to looking up stuff was when I was 12. A kid in my class on Skype told me to look up pieclub.com. Yeah, and I fell for it.
I haven't heard of that one.
Don't
are a
Google
lot.
it.
You should look it up.
You should
just
actually, yeah,
Google it.
you should look it up.
I will.
Here I
know
go.
what? I will.
Right now
Alright.
on the air?
Go
All right, here I
static.
go.
No.
Here I go.
Oh God.
Oh. Oh, whoa. Yo.
Oh my god.
Ooh,
You've got me
I-
curious now.
I think
Is it
I'm
this? Hold
alive.
on. I'm curious.
I firmly stay out of this.
I want to see if it's the same one that I saw when I was 12. Oh, it definitely is. Yeah.
I think I've changed.
Oh no.
I'm different
Look
now.
what you've done.
Guys, I don't care about top 8ing you anymore. I have other goals. And then also that side part of the question. Do you have any specific players that
Mhm.
you want to have a win over?
um, I don't I don't have specific players. I just want to beat everyone.
Yeah, fair, fair. I didn't know. Cause like I remember, like actually the first set I ever watched of yours, was your set against Mars, when I think that was when you got 13th.
Mhm.
And so I was curious if like there are any character or any players that you wanted a run back on. Also, actually no, you would still get his ZSS if you played him now.
Yeah.
I was about to say you get his Joker now because he's primarily playing Joker, but no, you would not get his Joker. You would get ZSS.
Yeah, ZSS is just a better matchup. There's no need for him
Absolutely.
to go Joker. Mhm.
Yeah.
So, kind of tangentially related. One thing that I really think about and notice when I watch your sets, Peep, is I mean, obviously you're very willing to slow the pace down, right? Take it slow and do exactly what is necessary. But I think what's interesting is the reception of it. Like all these times when you go on these runs at majors and you're a lot of exposure on stream.
Mhm.
People talking about how cool Mega Man looks, about how cool your playstyle is, and if it's another character or another player doing the same kind of thing, I just don't think they'd be getting the same reception to camping.
Mhm.
um,
That's a good observation. It's a little weird, isn't it? Uh, in my eyes, it's because Mega Man just looks cool, um, design wise, and like he's not. When I'm not camping, um, like cool things are usually happening, or at least that was the case for Riptide. That's not always the case, but um, Mega Man is he's not always the one who decides the pace of the match. Um, if if a match has slowed down, you can look at the other guy and see what they're doing, and you can come to the conclusion that maybe they're the ones camping or not deciding to interact or whatever. Um, Mega Man goes with the flow of the match, I think. So he's not the one who decides if we're gonna spend 2 minutes on it or 20 minutes. Um, it's usually like a joint effort between the two people.
Yeah,
yeah,
he
interesting
definitely looks cool
observations.
camping. That is one thing. He definitely looks cool while he's camping, which is funny. Very rare in
Yeah,
characters.
and I think camping with Mega Man does not look the same as camping with a lot of characters.
Yeah. Plus, like, think about it. Mega Man camping, what does that look like? Um, so when you think of people who can like camp and like actually get stuff off of it, you think of Sonic, you think of Link, young Link, just like going to one corner of the stage and like spamming arrows and boomerangs and whatnot, and you think of me Sword Fighter, um, with like Chakram, Shuriken, Gale Tornado, stuff like that, and you think of me Gunner with their whatever. You think of Samus, Mega Man, like his projectiles don't really do much from across the stage, right? Um, sure, I can hit a crash bomber if you're mashing on the other side of the stage, but that really shouldn't happen. Mega Man's more of a mid-range guy. He kind of
Mhm.
wants to be a little close to you. Like he doesn't benefit off of just completely running to the other side of the stage.
Also, Joker players camping. We weren't on the list. We're good, Pochu.
I feel targeted. I'm
Yeah,
just kidding.
yeah.
No.
Me, Sword Fighter, notorious for camping more than Joker.
Yeah, you campy asshole.
I can't help it. I mean, I can, but I won't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Can't believe you would sacrifice your morals like that.
Hey, he's been playing Corn a lot more. We're getting the good ending.
Maybe
No,
not.
maybe not. Oh, really? Is Corn?
Nah, me Sword
Corn-
Fighter's cool.
I don't want to jump into it. I mean, like I'm still playing Corrin, but like, oh, I have to sit down with someone and just learn how to play this game because I I can't down tilt out of the corner. I can't like I'm not throwing anything. So when I feel like I need to hit someone, I need to run up to them and just I feel like I just mash too much. I pick zero defensive options at all. So
Joker.
I'll figure that one out.
Joker. Everything
No.
you named, Joker has an option for.
Nah. Nah.
We could have 3 Jokers on the podcast. It'd be so funny.
Mm-mm.
Don't do it. It's not worth it.
Honestly, true. It's but yeah. Okay. Do you two have any questions before I have my questions? I feel like I don't want to take up the airwaves too much.
I guess one thing that I'm a little concerned with is, um, when you go to tournaments now. Actually, uh, did anyone come up to you during Riptide Peab like early into the tournament as compared to like later in the tournament? Did you get like pictures with people? Did some top players want to talk to you? Any of that sort?
Taking
um,
this.
I didn't. I don't recall getting any pictures before top 8,
Hmm.
but there were some people that did recognize me and were like, "Hi, Peeb, good luck," or whatever. And I hung out with the people that I normally just hung out with. Like I'm friends with people from Florida and people from the Midwest, Nebraska, Iowa, stuff like that. Um, and like I mentioned um, earlier, I did just like go to my room and study for a while, so I had less interactions with people. But once top 8 finished, once the tournament finished, I was greeted by a lot of people that wanted pictures with me, so that was cool.
Wow.
Awesome.
Cloud chasers.
Cloud chasers.
Can't wait for Peep to get his first major win and start spitting on people.
True.
Yeah,
Yo,
my villain arc is real.
can you flip off the crowd when you win next time?
Sure.
Yeah, just beat like MKLeo and then do the most awkward dance you can think of.
Yeah, bring Smash
Do
4
the
back.
do the
I'm gonna
D-dog.
do the scoop.
The scoop.
Yo.
You know the scoop.
Peabnut
Where you
wins a
just-
major and then hits a Britty.
Yeah, I can't wait for that Yeet Smash video. Peabnut beats MKLeo 3-1 and gets sturdy.
Actually, that kind of segues into a question I just thought of. If like hypothetical.
What's your victory
Oh
dance?
no, not the victory.
What's your favorite Fortnite emote, Peep?
True. If you like hypothetical, you had to play Leo and Grands right now, and you aren't getting pants, but
I've
you
heard
are
this
playing.
question. Okay.
Yeah, no, you are playing. There's no pantsing involved in this one.
Everyone is clothed.
How well do you think he would do? And like assume that he probably starts off Pithra. I would assume because that's what he's doing right now. No Byleth. And he's probably not gonna go Joker because he hates the Joker matchup to Mega Man. How do you think he would do?
I don't know. Of course, assuming I'm prepped, that would be a different story. But if I if I am prepped, I think I can get close. There's still like a lot of room for improvement on my part, as there is for Leo actually.
True.
But he is, as of this moment, like a league above me, or 2 or 3. So in order to get it close, I would have to put in a lot of preparation, a lot. Um, so I don't know if I would be able to take a set right now, but maybe a game or 2.
Fair. Fair.
And he does have a history of losing to Mega Man.
True, true. That is a massive benefit that he hates that character. Which is so funny because like his other hated characters make sense. Min Min, okay, that makes sense. There was another one who talked about he doesn't like, probably doesn't like Steve anymore after Onin. Like Mega Man, not throw that up there, but Evo 2019 really soured his taste, I think.
Yep, and he lost to Mars's Mega Man.
He lost to Mars's Mega Man after that because Mars saw that and went, I have a bit of a Mega Man. I'm gonna camp. And proceeded to upbeat camp the entire time. And
yeah,
it's a very funny set to watch.
So something that I'm kind of curious about, I don't know where this is coming from, but so Peep, if you're playing just anybody, doesn't matter who. How how quickly do you think you might notice tilt becoming a serious issue for the other guy? And if you do notice it, do you exploit that in any way to make it easier for yourself to win?
so I played against 2 tilters at Riptide in top 8. And I did play to take advantage of it. Like the um, versus Jake when I just like stood there and he whiffed a grab.
So funny.
It not only like looked so funny and looked so cool, but like imagine Jake's mental at that point. Like, ouch.
Yeah. What was the game count at that point?
I think 1-0 or 2-0. I think it was 1-0.
Mid set. It was in the middle of everything. Also, was that? I'm assuming that was intentional. Of like you just knew the spacing and just stood there.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I when I watched it, I was like, I'm going to assume because Peab, I know you've been putting a ton of time into the Steve matchup, and I've seen all your Twitter videos and stuff, and so I was like, I'm gonna assume that was intentional, but it's also still very funny if it wasn't, because it was perfectly in between your legs. It was so perfect. So funny.
I rewatched it and I think I'm not certain if I was perfect, but it looks like I was perfect. Like if I were a pixel closer, it would have grabbed me.
That's crazy.
Mhm.
Yeah, I need to learn that because I keep getting fucking Chris goddamn first round at everything I go to. I get Chris and Winter or Trent sometimes, but like those are my 3 that I always get. So I need to learn that. I will watch your VODs, Peeb. I will learn.
Cool.
A question I have is do you have any like inspiration for like I know you've been in this scene since Brawl. Do you have like any players that were a massive inspiration to you in terms of shaping how you play or just keeping you, keeping you going and improving?
So I didn't really, I wasn't really in the scene in Brawl. I never entered a tournament in Brawl. All I did in Brawl was I played in my room versus CPUs because I like saw tournaments and was like, ooh, I want to play in tournaments. I want to get good. So I just played versus CPUs in my room. My first tournament was for Smash 4 in like 2015. As for players that inspired me, I mean, even though I didn't enter a Brawl tournament, I guess my first inspiration was DK Will. I played a DK and he beat Mewtwo King with DK in Brawl, which was crazy. Nowadays, I don't I don't look towards DK Will anymore because I'm playing like a robot now. I'm playing a Mega Man, not DK. So current inspirations, I used to have like Scat as an inspiration. If you don't know that name, he was the best Mega Man in Smash 4 for a time. And I don't think, I mean, I look to the top players right now. I don't have like a specific player in mind. Actually, I do. I would say Gluto. I really like Gluto's ability to to not give a shit and like clutch up. And I remember after the Wario nerfs, people were like, "Oh shit, rip Gluto." Um, he just did not care and just continued with his character because that's his character. That's his best character. Um, he continued, studied harder than ever before, and just won a major off of Pound, off the back of Warrior nerfs. He didn't care about the nerfs. He just did what he did, and I want to do that with Mega Man. I want to just not care about what other people think about Mega Man, and I just want to win and work towards it. Yep.
Yeah. And honestly, with how he's playing right now, he could with Summit too. Like he's been killing it at Summit, so that's another win under his belt potentially.
Mm-hmm.
Which I need to catch up. I didn't watch any of the matches yesterday. I heard there were some bangers that I need to go back and watch because I was at Rock the Hill and the reception there was terrible, so I couldn't watch anything.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had a question that was, oh yeah, I never really paid attention to Mega Man in the patch notes because it's Mega Man, and I was not very interested in Mega Man before starting to compete competitively and watching you play. Has Mega Man ever gotten buffs or nerfs throughout Smash Ultimate's history?
He got nerfed in the first patch and buffed in the final patch.
Okay,
The first set of nerfs were like necessary because Mega Man had a glitch that was like really broken, where he could like cancel his pellets into wave dashes
I remember that.
or a leaf shield or item toss. You could item toss out of a pellet, which means you could pellet someone, then toss your metal blade, then up tilt them. So you are killing someone off of a pellet.
Damn, that's kind of cool though.
It is kind of cool, kind of cool. There is footage of me using that tech in very early tournaments, um, like Clemson Smash Series, like in early number. But yeah. And then he got buffed in the final patch with like some inconsequential buffs. Like his dash attack does more damage, and and
Wow.
Crazy.
his down smash 2 frames better, which I guess could be used to secure some kills. I've done it a couple times. I would
You
say
did it
it's
Riptide.
yeah. So that I wouldn't say that's inconsequential, but it's still like it's gonna be rare.
Yeah, interesting. It's so wild that that character went. I don't know how many patches in between those two. The first patch and the last, and that's it. Nothing in between. That's kind of wild.
Mm-hmm.
I guess he's a balanced character. Works. He does his job and he actually functions.
Yeah.
My favorite Shoto. Um,
Yes. Yes.
um, actually, considering version 1 of the game, actually one of the more functional Shotos because Kin, if you recall, just didn't work. Like his shit just did not connect. It was so funny. I've gone back and watched some stuff about that, and it's just like Kin's moves it just did not work.
You want to know a fun fact about the Ken Amiibo CPU AI?
Sure.
The Ken Amiibo fighter will go for stuff that does. It will go for things that don't work and combos that don't connect because the AI is unaware that it's not playing Ryu.
That's so funny. That's There's so many weird things with the code of this game, I swear. Like the fact that technically speaking, Peach can still pull Beam Sword, but it's just at 0% in the code.
Yeah, the probability to pull Beam Sword does exist. It's just set to 0%.
So funny. Just means that this is very much so a redefinition port with new physics of Smash 4. So yeah. We're at the 50-minute mark. We have probably about 10 more minutes worth of content. You guys have any questions? Peab, do you have anything that you want to talk about?
Mm,
Sorry to
I don't
put you on the
really.
spot.
Yeah, I don't have anything.
Okay. Any questions, you two? Any state? It doesn't have to be about Peab either. It could be something about Rock the Hill, something about Riptide, any other tournament, Summit. We have Summit to talk about if we want. I didn't. I caught the Tweak versus Jazzo game, the 8 stock wild set. Tweak kind of going off. Very good feeling to see Tweak performing well again. That is, Tweak is a player that well, oh, and he's
Charlie
gone.
died.
He died. Um, for a second.
City Kong? Yawn.
Yawn, yeah. No, I actually really like Diddy Kong. I think he's cool. I know you disagree with me there, Pochu, but I think Diddy Kong is sick as fuck. What are your opinions on Diddy Kong?
He's one of my better characters. I like him. I used to like playing as him. And then I stopped playing as him because Mega Man's right there. So if I were ever forced to like play a 5-man squad strike, Diddy Kong would be on my roster.
Ooh,
Yeah.
what would be your full 5v5 squad strike roster?
It would be Mega Man. It would unfortunately include Banjo. He used to be like my quote unquote secondary. I never really like even labbed out who I would even use him for matchup wise. I just kind of played him because I thought he was cool because like he's a bear and a bird. That's like really cool in my eyes. I just
two people
No base.
cheating.
I just play cool looking characters. Like Mega Man I originally picked up because he's blue and a robot, and I thought that was like really cool. So Banjo would be there. Diddy Kong. I won a weekly with Diddy Kong back in the day. This was OWG, and I had to fight Mage and Grands, Matt, and I won.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna segue this
I've
because
only listed 3 characters, okay?
damn.
And then I
All
would
right,
have
go on.
I would have like some combination of DK, Wario, Roy, Wolf, King K. Rool, and Hero as the final 2
Roy.
characters. Yeah,
Interesting.
Lineup.
yeah. I just randomly have some
Randomly have decent fundies with top tier characters.
yeah.
And DK.
It's low key the
Yeah, I
tweak.
said top tier. Yeah.
This is low key the tweak lineup. If you haven't noticed, like he played Banjo, he played Wario, he played Wolf, he played K. He played K. Rool once. He played DK. He plays Diddy right now. This is low key the tweak lineup.
Yo, when are we gonna get the Peabnut PT?
PT is cool. I just have never played them,
Yeah.
but I think they're cool.
They are cool.
Also, Tweak has gone on record saying he loves Mega Man.
True. He has said that. You were a entire like 3-4 minute section on the Tweak Talks podcast, which is pretty cool to see. Someone from my region there. Yeah, and Mega Man, he talked very highly of how sick Mega Man was. I think all 4 of them did. Has and Ink and all of them said that they enjoy Mega Man, and it's Mega Man's cool. Like,
yeah,
cool.
Yeah.
I hate the matchup, but he's so cool.
Yes.
And then Pochu, go ahead.
I'm gonna segue that because people, not just me, but all the time, always ask like, "Oh, what character should I play? Oh, I don't know who to play." People are so quick to like tell someone to play like a quote unquote fundies character, or oh, play this character they're really good, play this character they're really easy, yada yada yada. But like, bro, Mega Man's blue, and honestly, that's a good enough reason to play any character.
Yeah.
Like just play whoever you want to see win.
Yeah. A ton of people play Mega Man for like Mega Man series reasons. Like, oh, I played the Mega Man games growing up. I love that character. Played all his games. That's Scat actually. Scat, like I roomed with him once at Mega Smash Mondays 200. We were invited to go there. If you all remember that weekly series in California from 2GG,
Yep.
Mega Smash Mondays themed around Mega Man, I roomed with Scat, and he's like, Peab, you gotta play this. It's Mega Man X. It's awesome. I'm like, I'll pass. I guess I'll play the first level just for you, buddy. And it was fine. It was good, decent game.
Scat is punching the air right now.
It's look, man. I play him in Smash. All right, relax.
Don't feel bad. I've never touched a Persona game. I
played
plan to.
Persona. I played Persona immediately after seeing the reveal at the Game Awards.
Hmm.
It was a pretty cool game.
That's what I'm waiting for October 26th. I can play it. I'm excited. It's like,
Oh yeah, it's on Switch. Yeah, can't wait to play it in 360p at 12 frames per second.
well, it's on Steam too, right?
I have no clue if Persona 5 the whole thing is going to Steam.
I think y'all talking about that reminds me of just like I I really really badly want
Yep.
the ability to play those games and just get a weird power up from it. So like I'm thinking, oh, I should probably play some Conquest right now. I've been playing a lot of
Bro,
Conquest.
Yo,
no, dude, you need that.
Utopia hasn't done shit for me, bro. What the hell?
Dude, yeah, your Mii Sword Fighter's been pretty dog since they closed down the Wii Shop channel.
Yo, my
Damn
street,
it.
my street pass goes hard.
They took away Miitomo from phones. I can't.
Yes, dude,
connectable
Tomodachi Life.
pictures. That one is a banger, and I hope they come out with more.
There were rumors that they're making a second one.
A second, what?
Tomodachi Life.
Tomodachi Life? Oh, that's hype.
I think yeah, for the Switch. And also to confirm, yeah, Persona 5 Royal is coming to PS5, Steam, Xbox, and Switch. So
Huh.
it'll be coming to everything on the 21st. So I'll probably do PC. I don't know. Do I do it on Switch? I don't want to play it at a low resolution, but I also want to be able to play it on the go. So I'll probably just play it on the PC. And that way I'll actually understand the lore of my character, because all I know is that his name is Rin, and that he is a phantom thief, and Morgana is a shape-shifting cat. That's it. Yeah. Okay. We talked about Riptide. Talked about favorite sets. Talked about that. Talked about Path. Finals and No Tag.
Peep, what's your favorite game you've ever played? And don't say Smash.
Team Fortress 2.
Oh my god!
Based
Oh, that's
answer.
so real. That's so
Right
real.
Such a
with
based
you.
answer. I love that game.
It is the greatest game of all time.
That's who
Without
I
a doubt.
wanted for the last spot in Smash. I didn't want Sora. I wanted either
Oh
Scout or
man,
Heavy.
now I immediately have a follow-up question. When are we all playing Team Fortress 2?
I'm down.
Shit.
Hey,
we
Just
got-
let me know.
We got
Pull
3 out.
up.
We got 3 hours until the weekly. I'm down right now.
No, I can't right now.
Oh.
We'll stay in touch in the Discord. We'll stay in touch in the
Yeah,
Discord.
yeah, of course.
Yeah. Well, I think Peab, this has been a great episode. I'm glad to have Pochu and Charlie back for this one. The last episode was a bit of a fever dream without them. I don't know if you two have watched that episode. Have you guys
No.
watched it? It's really funny. T-Rex Chess, his camera is looking at Legos the entire time.
Oh yeah, that sounds like him.
Just to get a good mic audio quality from his phone.
What Lego set?
No, just random pieces.
Oh, just
Yeah,
just a scattering of Legos.
To get his phone where he could talk into it for a good audio quality, because he wasn't at a PC, he
Oh.
set it in like a tub of Legos. So it was just like staring at Legos while he talked into it. Braden's mic kept like peaking at times, so like that was like only once or twice, but it was just funny because it was when he was laughing. And then yeah, and the topics were just all over the place, but it was a fun episode nonetheless. But it was a bit of a fever dream. But yeah, had a great episode, Peab. Every time I talk to you, I feel like I can see the game and practice in a new way, so that's always fun as a new player at least. And yeah, thank you for coming on.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Awesome.